Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to give you my review of the movie Suicide Squad. I just saw the movie yesterday, August 5th at 7:45 p.m. at a Regal Theater. I saw it in RPX. It was a packed house. Really good movie. First off, let me say this: I've been waiting for this movie to come out for about a year now. The very first time I heard about this movie, I did not think it would be good. When I heard that Will Smith was attached to this movie, my first thought was, why on earth would Will Smith attach himself to this movie? It just didn't sound like it was going to be good. I wasn't familiar with the Suicide Squad. I'm not a comic book person, so I wasn't really familiar with the Suicide Squad, but I was very familiar with some of the characters: Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, of course, the Joker is in there. But let's talk about the movie real quick. Some things. Someone asked me if this movie would be good for a child, like a 6-year old, and I would definitely want to say I do not think this is a good movie for any child under the age of 10. It's a kind of a dark movie. There's not anything. There's no nudity in the movie. There's language. There's violence, but just as far as the plot goes, I really can't picture any small child, 6, 7, 8. I can't really picture them even liking this movie. There is bad language. There's violence, but I mean, just the plot. Um, it's just kind of a darker movie. I don't know why you would take a 6-year old to see this movie. Like, there's no reason whatsoever to take like a 6 or 7 or even an 8-year old to go see this movie. I don't see the point of that. Now, with that being said, I grew up in the 80s and I vividly remember seeing Beverly Hills Cop 2. And I think I might have been 5 years old, and I remember it like it happened last summer. So, I mean, with that said, I'm a kid that was raised seeing adult movies. But Beverly Hills Cop, that's a upbeat, funny type of movie. This movie is a lot darker. The content, the storyline, this is gonna be a little bit too much, a little too deep, a little too dark for a child to really appreciate or like. And there's so many more things to take a child that's like 6, 7, 8 to see. Like, I mean, there's so much good stuff for them to go see. Don't even, like, why would you buy a ticket for them to go see this? All right, so moving on. I think this is one of the best Joker interpretations I've ever seen. Heath Ledger was the best Joker by far, but I mean, the interpretation of what the Joker is, this was the best delivery of what the Joker is. Okay, and the thing I loved about this movie is we finally get a chance to see the Joker as a crime boss. If you think about it, Gotham is supposed to be this big, huge city. The Joker is essentially a crime boss, and he's insane, and he has this twisted sense of humor. But I mean, I love what they did with him. The Joker's got tattoos. The Joker's got a grill. He's got like a platinum or gold grill. Uh, he's wearing, like, at one point in the movie, you see the Joker wearing like 2 or 3 gold chains, big ass heavy gold chains. I mean, he's got all these crazy tattoos, and I'm like, all right, this is what the Joker should be. The Joker is a crime boss. He's not just a guy in a purple suit with green hair and his face painted. It's like a little bit, they added a little bit of an extra layer to the Joker, and I felt like it really, really worked. And another cool thing about this Joker is you get to see the Joker have a right hand man who's a regular person. So it's like, it just kind of it added a reality. It made it realistic to see, like, okay, the Joker is basically a crime boss. A crime boss has people under him. It just really, really cool the way you see it. I mean, the way they did it. And if you get a chance to go see this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. But they really did a great job with the Joker. Now let's talk about individual performances. Will Smith plays Deadshot. He did good. This was Will Smith. I completely understand why he took this movie now. Will Smith had a lot of lines. That's one of the things I was wondering about is why would Will Smith take this movie with this many people in it? And, he's supposed to be a superstar. Why would he put himself in a movie with so many people? But I mean, he's got a lot of lines, and he's, I will say, probably the main star in a movie with about, a dozen people in it, that have lines and get a lot of camera time. So Will Smith played Deadshot. He did a good job. He had a good character. They gave his character some depth. Could possibly get another movie. I could definitely see Will Smith doing another movie as Deadshot. That'd be kind of interesting. There's a cameo by Ben Affleck as Batman. There's a cameo as whoever is playing the new Flash that was in this last Batman versus Superman. The young woman who plays Harley Quinn, she did a really, really good job, and they did a good job with the Harley Quinn character. The same way they did with the Joker. She pretty much, she damn near stole the show. Like she did a really, really, really good job. There's another guy in the movie, Flag, last name Flag. He's basically the supervisor of the Suicide Squad. He's like the military person in charge of commanding the group. That guy, I don't know his name. Sorry, I'm not looking at a list of the all the names of the people in the movie, but he did a really, really good job. And I want to say one more thing. Viola Davis, she did an outstanding job, and they needed someone to play like a cold-hearted, lady boss, manager type, and she did a damn good job. And I've seen her be that type of cold and detached person on that show How to Get Away with Murder, and she kind of just took it up a level with this one. And I like to see her in more movies. I hope she gets more movies where she gets to play, characters that are not just so cookie cutter. A lot of diversity in this movie. I was really impressed with the diversity. Very, very diverse casting. Let me see. Score of this movie on a scale of 0 to 100, I would have to give this movie about an 87. It's very enjoyable. I would say ignore the bad reviews, because the bad reviews that I've seen on it, I saw bad reviews, but I saw it for myself, and I'm really glad I did. For the people that gave this movie bad reviews, I don't know what the hell y'all want to see, because this was a good summer movie and the best summer movie I've seen this summer. So if you didn't like this movie, I don't know what the hell you like. I mean, I really don't know what you want to see, because if you want to see something better than this, it really didn't come out this summer. So good movie. Yeah, about an 86, 87. Really enjoyed it. Wouldn't mind owning it. The Joker was cool. Will Smith's character was cool. Diablo was cool. I say the one thing that I did not like, Killer Croc. I felt like he was a wasted character. I hated the makeup with Killer Croc, and I understand there's limitations when you're doing a live action movie and you're not just doing CGI type stuff. But I really felt like Killer Croc they just could have did better with that character. One last thing I want to say about this movie. The villain, the main boss of this movie, was very well thought out. I loved it. Looked great on film. I like the plot. I like the story. I love the main villain's character. It was very, very well. I mean, if you love movies, go see this movie. If you love movies, go see this movie. Great movie, Suicide Squad. If you want to hear more reviews on movies, please like, subscribe, share this, and I appreciate all the support. Go see Suicide Squad.